It's very refreshing to see people from the older generation speaking out on this, because a lot of times it feels like the older people are just like, oh, millennials and Gen Z are so lazy they don't want to work for anything. Like, no. We're a very motivated, a very ambitious generation of people, but it's just like this system is extremely fucked. There's no other way to put it. It's extremely fucked. We're not being put in a position where we can have a prosperous future or a wealthy future because of the position we're in now. You know what I mean? School, hella expensive. Learning a real trade, a real skill, hella expensive. We know about the student debt crisis. And now they're making a simple roof over our heads, housing, wildly expensive. I can't tell you how many friends that graduated college and have good salaries, 60, 70, 80, some of them 100, 150K and more, that are still looking around like, why the fuck is it so hard to own a home? Why are these bullshit apartments so expensive? Why would I pay these people all this money for this bullshit instead of just living with my parents and saving up money? You know what I'm saying? Like, I have friends that are making over 80K a year, great full-time jobs, full benefits, that would rather live with their parents than pay these bullshit apartment complexes to live in bullshit areas with bullshit amenities and bullshit things within the actual home. It's like, it's just so frustrating that we did everything they told us to do. We went to school, we got educated, we worked hard, we did everything they told us to do, and then when we're actually out in the world, they want to charge us $1,800 for a one-bedroom apartment that really ain't shit. And then when they talk about, oh, the future is going to be great for you, you just got to work hard and stay down. How? A lot of people don't have savings. They're spending it all on basic shit, like housing and groceries. And what scares me the most is that more and more people are becoming aware of how fucked it is. And all we do, we record a video, we post it on TikTok, we post it on Instagram, we post it on social media, and then we say, well, I've done my part, and we close out the app, and then we go on about our day. That doesn't fix anything.
Inflation is pushing more Americans to feel financially strapped. In recent data from the Census Bureau's Household Pulse Survey, over 38% of U.S. adults, or nearly 90 million people, had a tough time paying for usual home expenses for a 7-day stretch toward the end of the month. That's up from almost 35% for the same time frame a year ago. But not everyone is feeling the same pressure. People ages 40 to 54 are under the biggest economic pinch. Hispanics are facing the largest budget problems. And states in the South with lower medium incomes, like Louisiana and Mississippi, appear to be struggling the most. So how are they getting by? More than 25 million households say they're turning to credit cards and even loans to make ends meet. Almost 2.7 million more than the previous year. And that means even more budget worries ahead as the average interest rate for those lines of credit now exceeds 20%.
How are people making it and living it nowadays? I know I'm not the only one in this boat, but I'm scared. I'm really starting to worry. All my credit cards are maxed out. I haven't made a payment on my credit cards in months because I have no money to do it. My savings is exhausted. There's nothing in there. Gas overnight has gone up 16 cents where I live. It is now $4.15 a gallon. I just want to know, what are people doing? Because this is getting really scary. I can't buy groceries. My electric bill is $400 a month. My house payment has gone up $100 or $150 a month. I don't know what they expect people to do. But here we are giving billions of dollars to Ukraine and paying for Hunter Biden's fucking trial and all this bullshit the taxpayers have to pay. But we cannot live. I mean, people are going to lose everything. They really are. I'm scared. I can't sleep at night because I'm worrying about how I'm going to pay something. I can't even feed my kids. I mean, this is getting really, really scary. And I know I'm not the only one in this situation. I know there's millions of other people. But, I'm scared. I've not been this scared in a long time. I feel like I'm going to lose everything. And no matter how much I work, I literally donate plasma to make money, and it's still not enough. I don't know. I just don't know what to do anymore.
Alright, Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushua, Ba'Hashem, Makar Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutation to all the brothers and a few sisters out there. unto Israelite foreigners from the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Shalom in the Hebrew, which means peace. It's going to be a quick show through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Don't want brothers to edify through the spirit. It's a little bit of exaltation of the downfall of this wretched kingdom. All right. And it's the commoners are starting to feel the heat, so to speak. And the brother did the video, so I'm gonna. It was a beautiful combination, so I'm gonna call this "Can I Live" after the song, because that's the notion of the American people. The American people believe that the more goodies that you have, the more you live a good life. And now they're coming to realization, especially to Jake, what he said. So they tell you to go to work, go to school, you do what they tell you to do, and end up you spending all your money on bullshit. Bullshit apartment, bullshit life, you know? And the lady saying basically she's broke because everybody has a certain type of standard how they live. And this is all part of the elites, you know. In fact, I'm gonna start there. I'll start with this one. Psalms 64. Things don't happen by accident. You know, things really don't happen by accident. Things is strategically plotted out, planned out. The current lifestyle that people live, this lifestyle has gotten you, I want to say spoiled, but screwed. Because when things collapse, you're going to collapse with it. And people, they don't even know themselves. They don't know themselves. They don't know how far they can take themselves. But they know that if they have certain things, that's what makes them who they are. Which is, as I said, is part of the plan. Psalm 64 and 5 says, they encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privately. They say, who will see them? Just talking about the elites, the Illuminati. All right. The way the society is built upon capitalism is to take advantage of the poor. And everybody that thinks that they get out of poverty, that get out of poverty line, they never get out of poverty. What they end up doing is they go into a higher depth, all right? Because everybody is into debt. You owe someone. Scripture tells you that he that wanteth, matter of fact, let me see if I can get it real quick. Psalms 60, no, that's Psalms. Proverbs, I believe it's 21. Proverbs. I'm trying not to look it up, so. It's 22. Perfect. Proverbs 22 and 2. It says, the rich and the poor meet together. The Lord is the maker of them all. All right. So the rich and the poor are made together. Jumping down. Verse 7. The rich rule over the poor, and the borrower is servant to the lender. So we come the society that became servants to the lenders. Credit scores. How much you could take out of the bank, even though you cannot afford it. That's the only way you could get the materialistic things that you need. See, we're not trained in the form to be content. You're trained to desire more. All right, and that's how they wanted it. So now the people are feeling the crunch, and they're upset. I mean, rightfully so. But your mindset was fucked up. Back to Psalm 64 and 6. They search out iniquities. What's iniquities? Sin multiplied. That's why this place is so sex driven, violent driven. Everything that appeases the mind, your dopamine is overwhelmed. It's all about pleasure, pleasure, pleasure. Everything's about pleasure. You eat not to survive, you eat for pleasure. You're sad, you eat. You're happy, you eat. You eat just to eat. Your eating is not a medicine. I'm sitting there watching TV's playing and a commercial with Pizza Hut, all right, with the most abominable thing in the world, and that's all that's being pumped in the minds of the people. And if you can't have it, you got to take it. So they encourage. These are the things that they encourage. It says they accomplish a diligent search, so they know what men, women desire the most. They study you. Your enemy has studied you. All right? He have studied you. Now the whole college thing was a trick from the get-go. Higher learning. Now colleges are like convenience stores. It's always one around the corner. All right? And everybody get their education for a great achievement. They're happy, they achieve that, and yet they can't live what they want to live because it was all part of the plan. All right? It says both their inward thoughts of every one of them and their heart is deep. So they set it up perfectly for the masses of the people. All right? And they got people effed up. Ecclesiastes 6 and 12. Well, actually, I'll start at 7. All the labor of a man is for his mouth, meaning work. All the work for a man is for his mouth. Why? To sustain this pleasure of eating. And yet appetite is not filled. Yet the appetite is not filled. All right? They're never satisfied. They can't be satisfied. And it says, for what have the wise man more than the fool? What have the poor that knoweth to walk before the living? Better is the sight of the eyes than the wandering of desire. Now, the wandering of desire is just that. Just analyze what we've been groomed to believe of living. Just analyze that. Just analyze that thought in that mind. How we was told you have to have this in order to be something or to be somebody. If you don't have these things, you're nobody. It says this is also vanity and vexation of spirit. So all that shit is vanity. It's nothing. It's worthless. It's all worthless. Because when shit hits the fan, and it will hit the fan, what is that, all those things is going to do for you in that day? It's going to be taken away from you. Every last one of it. It says, that which he have been named already, it is known to that is man. Which I show you that man comes in, what's that word I'm looking for? Reincarnation. It says, neither may he contend with him that is mightier than he. Seeing there be many things that increase vanity, what is man the better? For who knoweth what is good for a man? The Most High in this life. All the days of his vain life, which he spendeth as a shadow. For who can tell a man what shall be after him under the sun? So all this shit for nothing. That's why the scripture got to go to this one. Micah 2 and 10. It says, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. Because people had this mindset that America's nothing but a science project. All right? And this science project that is America has failed the people. All right? Has truly failed you. But the main people that has to depart from this is you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. There's no rest in this place. When you think you're getting a heads up or you catching up, they change the game. All right? They change the game. They make it well known that you're not ready for the game that they play. You have to work 10 times harder than the next man, and then when you finally make it, can you believe that? They just switch it up on you. And they did this so many times. You work hard, they give a promotion to somebody else. You go to school, you can't get the job that you want. Hey, you may get the job that you want, but you're still not going to get the proper promotion that you desire. It's all freaking, it's a hamster wheel people playing with. All right? A goddamn hamster wheel. And it says, and it shall destroy you, even with a sword destruction. And that man felt defeated. He sound defeated. And that's the majority of these people. And I didn't even get to the woman yet. All right. Proverbs 29:2, it says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. And they're in a state of mourning now. They all mourning. All right. They all suffering. Because they realized it was all worthless. All that hard work was worthless. All your years, sweat, blood, and tears. You have a generation that's able to bear. That's the baby boomers. All right, after World War II. But what they did, like that video said, they spent it all. They spent it all, and they made it harder for the generation after them, because this fraudulent world is about to collapse. This is all vain. This is all worthless. I was going to bring out another scripture, but I think I hit the points. I want to try to make this short. I want to do some others. But yeah, this is all worthless. It says, well, what? Actually, hold on. Hagar 1:5, I believe. Sorry. Let me start 5. Now, therefore, thus saith the Lord of hosts, consider your ways. You have sown much and bring in little. You eat, but you have nothing, and you have not enough. Sorry. You drink, but you're not filled with drink. You are clothed, but there's none warmeth. And he that earneth wages to put it into a hole, or put it into a bag with holes. So everything, all the money of the people is going down the drain. And mainly blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. The world is catching up what we've been going through. And some try to deny their past and try to say, nah, I ain't gonna be like this person and that person. Yet you still fall in the same trait. And other people that been stuck on that notion, at least they know. But now you got these college educated fools who's worse off. All right. The guy said, they just take a TikTok video and that's it. And why is that just that's it part? Is because the simple fact is that's all the steam that they have. That's all the steam that they got. So they're gonna let it out. And once they let it out, they go back to obscurity, to nothingness. Because they themselves are nothing. It says, thus saith the Lord of hosts, consider your ways. Which is, once again, is talking about the true Israelites. Consider your ways. Consider what you put your hopes and heart into, and how this is nothing. This is all worthless. Okay? We have greater things to come. And that great things to come is the kingdom of heaven. This is what the Yahweh Shah was telling. This is what our prophets was telling. We got great things to come in the kingdom to come. So, hey, this is it for this society. Matter of fact, let me end it off on the right note. 2nd Ezra 8:50. And all for you women, you women are screwed. The modern day woman is screwed. She's beyond screwed. She's destroyed. She is finished. Wow. It does this time to time. I can't really refresh it. They're screwed. Women are screwed. Women that got children, they're screwed. All right. The average man. This whole facade is a goddamn wreck. You see, boom, boom, boom. It should be right there. Second Ezra 8:50. It says, to the point, for many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell on the world. So great miseries is coming, and hyperinflation is coming. We already dealing with the regular inflation that was complaining about just going to the grocery store, and going to the grocery store, you leave you pay a lot of money, you leave with nothing. So what world are you people heading to? You heading to obscurity. Right? You are heading to obscurity. And the obscurity you're designed to fall is going to come with a heavy cost. It says, for many great miseries shall be done to them that dwell in the latter time, which is now, shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride, and all that things that are around you made you proudful. So now the Lord's gonna get you. He's gonna get every last one of you. Every last one of you. The sheer pride of just because you have something, then the next person don't, that got you people fucked. All right, doing whatever you want. Can't nobody tell you nothing because you got this amount in your account. One day you get up, and all your money is gonna be gone from your account. There's nobody's gonna come to your rescue. You don't know what to do. That's happening. That's about to happen. It's all about to happen, man. All right, and that's not for us to worry about because the Lord's gonna take care of us. We know where our bread and butter is. We know where we get sustained. You know, the Lord said His servant shall eat, and we believe that. As for the rest of you, you're not gonna be eating. Oh, especially you women. Especially you women. You playing games now because you want to. Society's still functioning. You could jump to this guy, that guy, but when that time comes, all bets are off. So we're heading into some beautiful times, man. So with that being said, it was real quick through the Spirit. I want your brothers to edify. Shalom to the elect of the nation Israel. Shalom.